Welcome back to the late night news here on NDTV Hindu. It is not just the price of gold which has climbed. Golden crime too seems to have gone up. Until last year, one case of chain snatching a day was recorded. But this month alone, an average of at least 2 chain snatching cases have been recorded. Police say 72 cases were recorded by them in the 30-day period. Our crime reporter Salim brings you this report.
The rise in the price of yellow metal is a golden opportunity for chain snatchers. In fact, it seems to be an added incentive to get down to the job and make more money. In the year 2009, on an average, police registered 26 cases a month. But it rose by 15% in the year 2010, with the police registering 30 cases a month. With gold offering better returns, women criminals too are getting more active. In the last 2 days alone, 2 cases of chain snatching by women were reported. Apart from women indulging in chain snatching offences, 20% of them are first-time offenders, college students. How do these criminals act? Police say they usually wear a helmet or a scarf, sport huge sunglasses, divert the victims by asking for directions, and quickly grab the chain and escape before the victim can react.
The number of incidents of chain snatching is on the rise, and the police see a correlation in the rising price of yellow metal with the spurt in such crimes.
It is a disturbing trend, and we also find students and people from different backgrounds who are involving in this crime, this opportunity crime, which basically for quick money for pursuing any luxury.
In the past, there was some talk of introducing pepper sprays across the counters so that the women can be armed. Meanwhile, police say that women's vocal cords can be a good deterrent. They want victims to scream at the top of their voice. In Chennai, with Salim, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Now, almost every one of us would have seen Indian movies where life takes a drastic turn in a matter of minutes. Fantastic, isn't it? Well, on MLA Monitor today, we introduce you to a man who has moved from the cinema hall to the corridors of power. Meet Parthasarathy, the elected representative of Virugambakam.
I am at the Coimbatore market right now, and today we aren't going to be talking about vegetables. In fact, I am going to be introducing you to a very interesting personality, someone who went from being a nobody to a somebody, a man who runs an ordinary travel agency and used to help his friend out in the flower business in the Coimbatore market. Let's meet the Virugambakam MLA, Mr. Parthasarathy.
Market, where ordinary people like you and I go, has also sent one of its vendors to the Tamil Nadu Assembly.
10 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்கூட்டியே தெரியும் எனக்கு பார்சாரதின்றவர். அதனால மார்க்கெட் பத்தி அவருக்கு full டீடைலும் தெரியும். அதனால இந்த மாதிரி குறைபாடுகள்லாம் குறைஞ்சது ஒரு 6 மாசம் இல்ல 1 வருஷத்துக்குள்ள செய்து தருவாருன்னு ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது எங்களுக்கு.
Sounds like a movie plot? Well, this MLA started off as a die-hard movie fan of Captain Vijay Kant and ended up as an MLA in the Tamil Nadu Assembly on the DMDK platform.
So, நாங்க புரட்சிகலைஞர் கேப்டனுடைய 1982லே மன்றம் அமைச்சு ஒரு மன்றமா நாங்க வேலை பாடலாம், சினிமா டிக்கெட் எடுத்து கொடுத்து, ஸ்டார் கட்டுறது, பேனர் பண்றது எல்லா விதமா நாங்க செயல்பட்டுனே இருந்தோம். அப்போ 2000ல எங்களுக்கு புரட்சிகலைஞர் கேப்டன் அவர்கள் எல்லா ரசிக மன்றத்திலும் கொடி கொடுத்தவொன்னு நாங்களும் கொடி வேணும்னு நாங்க கேட்டு பெற்றோம். அப்பதான் 2000ல கொடியை வெளியிட்டாரு.
Between watching films and supervising his flower shop in Coimbatore, where does his constituency Virugambakam fit in?
இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபுல்லா ட்ரைனேஜ் ப்ராப்ளம் தான். அதே போல இந்த தொகுதி முழுக்கம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லா மக்களும் வீட்டு வரி செலுத்துறாங்க, மின்சார கட்டணம் செலுத்துறாங்க. ஆனா பட்டா இன்னும் வழங்கல. அதுக்கு உண்டானதும் நான் சட்டமன்றத்தில் பேசியிருக்கேன்.
While Parthasarathy's recent election victory may sound like the perfect movie ending, the big question is, will he make his 5-year tenure worth an interesting sequel? In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for NDTV Hindu.
A look at the national stories now. A big setback for the prosecution in the Neeraj Grover case. Naval officer Emile Jerome has been found guilty of culpable homicide, not amounting to murder and destruction of evidence. And Maria Susairaj was found guilty of destroying evidence. Now, Jerome faces a maximum charge of 10 years, Maria of 3 years. The prosecution had pushed for a charge of murder. 3 years ago, the murder of TV executive Neeraj Grover captured the nation's attention when the Mumbai Police Crime Branch arrested Kannada starlet Maria and her fiancé, naval officer Emile Jerome. Well, on to the world of sports now. Suresh Raina has been fined 25% of his match fee for breaching ICC's code of conduct. The incident happened during the first day's play in Barbados when Raina was given out of the bowling of Devendra Bishu. Now, Raina was then guilty of showing dissent at umpire Asad Rauf's decision. However, to be fair to the left-hander, he was unfortunate to be given out, caught when the ball did not touch any part of his bat or glove. Day 2 of the Barbados Test between India and the West Indies was a frustrating day both for the cricketers and the fans. With only 25.5 overs possible, just 62 runs were scored and 2 wickets fell. The bad news is that there's more rain forecast for the next 3 days.
Rain delayed start of play on day 2 in Barbados. But it didn't take the visitors too long to get their first breakthrough of the day. Night watchman Devendra Bishu falling for 13 to Ishant Sharma in the 6th over of the day. But this is the wicket the Indians really wanted. Ramnaresh Sarwan falling to Ishant for 18 just 2 deliveries later, as India's first innings score of 201 suddenly started to look gigantic as the host slumped to 57 for 5. Marlon Samuels, who was recalled to the side for this match, then began the consolidation process with Shivnarine Chanderpaul as the shaky West Indies went to lunch at 82 for 5, trailing by 119 runs. It was an extended lunch break thanks to some more rain, and even after play resumed, only 8 overs were bowled before the covers came back on. As the rain played hide and seek, the sight of Marlon Samuels wearing a sweater with the temperature at almost 30 degrees made Harbhajan Singh rather curious.
Who wants to take my sweater away?
Don't know if Bhaji got Samuels' sweater or not, but we certainly didn't get any more cricket. The day ending with Windies at 98 for 5, trailing India by 103 runs.
A quick update from the world of Wimbledon now. There was double joy for Sania Mirza after her doubles match. She teamed up with Rohan Bopanna in the mixed doubles event and moved into round 3 with a straight sets win. Playing Jamie Murray and Jarmila Gajdosova, the 6th seeded Mirza and Bopanna won 7-6, 6-2. More good news for Indian fans, with Sania Mirza and her doubles partner Elena Vesnina have made it to the semi-finals of the women's doubles in Wimbledon against the unseeded Spanish duo of Vives and Para Santoja. And Sania and Vesnina struggled at the start of the match, dropping the first set. However, a win in the second seemed to give the French Open runners-up the boost that they needed as they won 3-6, 6-4, 7-5. Now, producers and directors being at loggerheads is old news, but now a director is threatening to go on an indefinite strike. Watch this story to know more about this.
Delay in the release of his movie Krishna Leelai has made director Selvam take an unusual step. He is threatening to go on a hunger strike. And the delay, we are told, is due to some disagreement between the producers Kavitalya Productions and Iyengaran International, the production house which bought the movie on a first copy basis.
நான் அவங்கள பயமுறுத்துறதுக்காகவோ அவங்கள நான் கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணவோ எனக்கு தயாரா இல்ல. நான் கவிதாலயா நிறுவனத்தின் மேல இதில் எந்த தவறும் கிடையாது. ஐயங்கரன் நிறுவனம் தான் இந்த படத்தை வாங்கி இன்னமும் ரிலீஸ் செய்யாம தாமதப்படுத்திட்டு இருக்காங்க. அதுக்கான சரியான காரணத்தையும் சொல்ல மாட்டாங்கறாங்க. என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, இவ்வளவு நெருப்பு போன்ற ஒரு கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் விஷயங்கள் நான் இவ்வளவு தூரம் நான் வச்சிருக்கறனால ஒரு ரைட்டராவும் ஒரு டைரக்டராவும் நான் ஏன் எமோஷன் ஆவறேன் அப்படினு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, இந்த படம் கால நேரத்துக்கு சரியா வந்திருந்தால் நான் ஒரு பேசப்படக்கூடிய டைரக்டராகி இன்னும் 50 லட்சம் ரூபாய் 60 லட்சம் ரூபாய் சம்பளம் வாங்கக்கூடிய உயர்ந்த அளவில் சம்பளம் வாங்கக்கூடிய ஒரு இயக்குனராக என் வாழ்க்கை தரம் போயிருந்திருக்கும். அந்த வாழ்க்கை தரத்துக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியா இருக்கு.
Unwarranted delays in releasing a movie is not an uncommon thing in the film industry. However, this will be the first time a film director may take the route of a social activist to voice his concern.
While the director has sought permission from the police to go on a fast, we hear that producers too are trying to untangle the naughty issue. A spokesperson for Kavitalya says everything is being done behind closed doors to sort out this issue. Will it have a proverbial happy ending? With camera person Lucas and Bertala, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's all we have time for on the bulletin. Thanks so much for watching and good night.